Hey everybody, Monday update. Tony George, DocSports.com here. We're going to talk about an NBA free play for you tonight, and we're going to give you a prop bet in the national title game between Ohio State and Alabama. And we're going to step up our free plays this week. We were killing it, and then we hit the skids here the last 2 or 3 days. So let's get some free play winners for you. We're getting some big time winners for you in college basketball. And today, I'm not going to hype this. I have a 7 unit Missouri Valley game of the week. First half line pick. We're 6-1 with these top plays this season. We've hit 4 in a row. 6 unit yesterday on Wichita State. You want to win money? Right there. Only game I'm on today in college basketball. Get on it. Okay, nobody. I know this Mo Valley. Get on it. That's the hype. You get a free $60. The link in the description below. Go use it and well, you still have money left over, but you can get to play. Go win money. That's why you're watching a sports handicapping video. You want to win money. Okay? Get over there. NBA had about a three card slide here. Well, that's going to cease tonight with a solid 4 unit pick tonight in the NBA for you. That being said, let's talk about the national title game. That is a 4 unit side and a 3 unit totals play. In the national title game tonight, big one here. Ohio State and Alabama knocking heads tonight. Should be a good game. Hope you enjoy it wherever you're at. Drink a beer, hit some wings with your buddies, win some money, do some in-game wagering, so on and so forth. Follow me on Twitter. I may give you a halftime line on that one. At TGeorgeSports. I gave you over 24 in the second half of the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game last night. What a debacle. Huh? That was on Twitter, by the way. I tweeted that out. So follow me on at TGeorgeSports. That being said, let's talk briefly about the NFL yesterday and the Pittsburgh Steelers Cleveland Browns game, which cost everybody. I mean, the books cleaned up. I mean, I had Pittsburgh as a top play. I had Baltimore early. So I had 6 and a 3. I lost 3 units yesterday. Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? Baker Mayfield was meeting players on the offensive line in the locker room for the first time before the game. They had no head coach. I've said it a million times. Mike Tomlin I don't think he's a good football coach. I think he's a good PR guy, but he's as good as his coordinators are, and apparently none of them got their team on the same page to play a playoff game. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Brent Roethlisberger looked old, worn out, tired. How do you have so many tip balls when you're 6'5"? I can see Mahomes, Drew Brees, even Baker Mayfield, Murray from the Phoenix Cardinals, even Russell Wilson. These quarterbacks that are 6 foot and under, I can see them having a lot of tip balls. Not Big Ben. That was a less than pedestrian game by him, and just an absolutely horrifically coached team. And bear in mind, Cleveland's head coach was home in the basement back in Cleveland. That's unbelievable. That kind of just caps off the entire NFL season for me. That's just the type of year it was. Crappy. But that was insane. Now Cleveland is a 10-point underdog Kansas City. When's the last time Kansas City covered the spread? 2 months ago? Whew. Also this weekend, you may see Drew Brees. Every game he plays could be his last. I would be surprised if he came back next year at age 43. Being able to see Tom Brady and Drew Brees go at it in a football game is something you need to cherish. That's a must-watch game this way. I think New Orleans is laying 3. I mean, that's as good as it gets in quarterbacks, and they're both in their 40s. That's going to be a hell of a game. It'll be a hell of a watch. You're going to see 2 of the best that ever played it going at it. Big time. That's going to be a hell of a football game to watch. Hell of a game. Good weekend coming up in the NFL for the first round after the wild card's been over. Let's go ahead and get to your free plays today. First of all, in the national title game, let's take Trey Sermon, the running back for Ohio State, over 88.5 yards. Lay it, whatever the money line number is, whatever your outlet is. This guy had 193 yards against Clemson's number 7 ranked run defense. How many yards did he have in the Big Ten championship game against Northwestern, who can stuff the run? What do you have, 300? I'm just saying. The only way, one of the ways, that Ohio State has a chance of winning or covering, especially with a banged-up quarterback, is to utilize their running game. That also keeps Alabama off the field, because Alabama's going to score. I mean, they're going to score. But how do you eat clock? Run the ball. What have you been successful doing? Running the ball. What's this guy done the last 2 games? Over 500 yards. Over 500 yards of 60 carries. No signs of fatigue in camp, apparently, either. Come on. Over 88 yards, Trey Sermon, running the ball tonight. National title game. That's probably the best free tip you're going to get all day. In the NBA, we got Phoenix Suns tonight laying 6.5 on the road at Washington. Phoenix, I sang the praises of Phoenix in my preseason videos, on my futures bets, and now the Phoenix Suns are tied with, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, Lakers, 76ers, and Celtics with the best record in the NBA. They're also 17-4 against the spread their last 21, dating back to the bubble where they were red hot. They're also 8-2 against the spread on the road. You take a look at Washington here, you've got all kinds of problems here. Westbrook, 50-50. Beal, 50-50. They just lost their big man Thomas for the season to an ACL in their last game against Miami. This is a very shorthanded Washington Wizards team. And what have we said about Phoenix all year long? This is a deep team with a lot of scores. And they allow the 3rd fewest points in the NBA. Washington does not do well against a team that plays really, really stout defense. And Phoenix plays stout defense. So, and guess what? Washington plays none. And look at the scores all over the floor for the Suns. They got them everywhere. Give me the Suns. Lay the number tonight. It's 6.5 right now. You want to get on this one early. Over at Docs, a 7-unit Mo Valley play. Snooze, you lose. Get over there. Win side and total in the national title game. Pick yourself up an NBA winner. We're going to fire back in the NBA today and get it done for you and start back on our roll this week. Have a great Monday.